Trust me, you don't want to know. Greetings everyone, DJ Bonebreaker coming at you here from the build site of the BFG Enterprises factory. And as you can see, I've definitely made some progress with the factory. The interior definitely needs some work, but I've got a tree on the inside of it. Actually, I planted this tree before I started building, but I ended up just, building the factory around it. I'm planning on cutting it down here for the project I'm actually going to be working on. But first, I've already got 2 employees for the factory. These shady guys are coming around looking for protection money, but I decided to, to put them in therapy so they work out their aggressions, and now you see they're all friendly and now productive members of society. So yeah. Yeah, I personally am rather happy with this general exterior design I came up with for the Steampunk Factory of Doom. And I also like this, big factory door, factory door to the floor. I'm still not sure how I want to build the, office slash overseer's house section. Or the section that'll have the, the blast furnaces, as it were, i.e. my stone generators in it. But I'll get back to that in some future episode. In the meantime, however, I am going to be picking up a few things here and going on a trip to, well, I also need to cut down this tree because there is a tundra village that I claimed a good while ago, like about 2 or 3 months ago at least, that I've been wanting to remodel for a while, but I couldn't figure out a good name for it, and I wasn't entirely sure how I wanted to do the architectural style, but I've figured it out now, and I want to try to work on the village, completely rebuild it, and build like some ice farms in the tundra biome around it, for the use of the triumvirate group, as well as myself, of course. So anyways, let me get work on this, removing this out of place spruce tree here, because like I said, we're going to be needing a lot of spruce wood for this project. And I'll get back to you when I'm done, cutting this thing down. Alright, trees now removed from the middle of the factory, but unfortunately it's gotten dark out, so I'm going to go hit the hay real quick, and then we'll pack up and head on down to the southeast region. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, before I head out on my journey, I do gotta say that looking at the factory from these angles here and trying not to get blown up by creepers or shot by skeletons, this actually does look pretty impressive. I mean, granted, some of the other people were just going for like insanely ginormous builds, like that windmill over there, or hi creeper, or Alex's clock tower. Boy, you're persistent, ain't you? Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, this is still probably one of the biggest structures that I've ever created in Minecraft personally. And I'm still not even like halfway done with this thing. I mean, yeah, I got most of the outer walls done and I got the roof on it. But oh my gosh, there's so much work that needs to be done on this thing. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to be heading off to the southeast region now. And I'll see you guys when I get back or I mean see you guys when I actually get down to where I'm headed. Alright, here we are. We have reached the tundra village of Tlingit, which is Tlingit for ice fort. And that is what I'm planning on doing with this village. I want to rebuild it in the Pacific Northwest, specifically Tlingit-style of architecture. And oh hey, look, the invisible horse bug strikes again. That's okay. All I have to do is just go through the portal and back to, you know, get the horse to reappear. And oh hey, look, it's getting dark. And this village right now is completely unmodified, so so yeah, leaving the poor villagers to the mercies of any kind of, like, you know, zombies that might want to come through. But yeah, what I want to do with this village is like level off the terrain and fortify it. Maybe, since, you know, everybody seems to be hanging out in this general area, maybe see about moving the village center to somewhere around here where it'll be easier to build and fortify, and possibly removing this hill here, among other things. But the thing is that there's like, well, not that particular structure, but, or this one, but there's like, okay, not this one next to the, my makeshift portal inside of the cliff there. But I mean, there's like several houses in this village. Very narrow houses. Yeah, I have like smithing tables and other relatively expensive crafting stations, but none of the villagers seem to be detecting them. Yeah, and there's some, ooh, I can definitely use furnaces here. And this is supposed to be the town center. But apparently, again, the villagers don't seem to recognize it. But this village was generated the last time that the old world border was reset before it was expanded. But still, like I said, for some reason, yeah, I got a stonecutter's house, but no, you know, stonecutter villagers. In fact, the only house that has employment, you know, center, like, yeah, there's another one, that any of the villagers actually seem to recognize is this house right here. And as you can see, we've got some leather workers, because this house is a leather worker's hut with 2 cauldrons. So yeah, the general idea though is I want to kind of mark off where I want to build this thing. And I'm thinking about possibly raising the elevation of this general area, since I'm going to be, you know, lowering a good bit. And holy crap, my stamina bar, or hunger bar, is like almost empty. I was wondering why I was moving so slow. But yeah, I want to kind of mark this area off. Maybe put the whole village at this particular elevation right here, and then start leveling things off. Maybe enclose or partially enclose this portal and have it separate from the village. Maybe build like a mine shaft in the side of this cliff or something. But yeah, I kind of want to, you know, start working on that and at least get like this central, like, I don't know, like main big house done that I've designed. And of course, since, you know, we're going to be needing a lot of this stuff, I figure might as well start planting some spruce trees in this general area. Yeah, I'm not even sure what this is supposed to be here. Just some decorative stuff for the village, I guess. But yeah, see about getting some spruce trees planted for, you know, get our wood farm set up. And plunk down this shulker box here and start start working on stuff. And I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, as you can see, I've got the main structural support beams in the floor in place, and so what I need to do next is actually put in the planking for the walls and add the doorway in, which will go right here. And well, you'll find out what these are for in a minute. But the thing is that these houses were typically made with either western red cedar planks or up towards the northern end of the Tlingit territory, spruce planks that were split from the spruce logs using stone tools. But since they don't have western red cedar, and I don't want the entire build to be like all one color and one material, I'm using jungle wood planks, which are fairly close in appearance to cedar planks as a stand-in. So unfortunately, one of the many compromises I've had to make with this build, thanks to the realities of Minecraft. But anyways, I'm gonna start laying this stuff in, and I'll see you guys once I get done with the walls. Alright, I have got the roof for the most part installed, and even got and the walls, and even got a good bit of the interior started on. Now, as for what these are, well, I tried to put a fire pit like in the center in my test version, but due to the way Minecraft campfire physics work, and the fact that mob AI isn't exactly that smart, and like wandering traders and stuff kept wandering into the campfire, I've decided to put like stoves in made out of bricks. So yeah, this is what we're gonna do here, like that. And then help if I actually had my materials handy, and then place some brick wall to give it a bit of bit of texture, I guess you could say. And then of course we place our campfire right here on top of this hopper. And the reason why I have the hoppers is with this, the addition of this door makes a nice little, makes our stove into a nice little oven, and you can just place some food onto the campfire, shut the oven door, and wait a few minutes. And while we're doing that, I'm going to see about placing these, these brick steps to get up the so the oven can actually get to the chimney that I'll be putting in. Well, actually, it's not so much a chimney, but as you'll see here in a second, it's rather more like a stovepipe, because again, I couldn't make the traditional like slanted smoke holes that they had in these type of houses, due to the fact that Minecraft smoke only goes straight up. If you place like any kind of obstacle directly above it, it'll just, well, you see, yeah, just get stuck, and that's not what we want. So gonna go grab these real quick, and our food should be done cooking. So yeah, like I said, it'll all get picked up by this hopper. So basically I've got like a use and forget, completely AFK cooker for this. And if I recall correctly, the way I want to do this thing here is take, yeah, it'd be helpful if I actually had all the materials I needed. Okay, so what I want to do for this part is place an upside down set of stairs like this, and then my inventory is full again. But hey, at least it helps prevent me from getting hot potatoed, so I guess it kind of, you know, is a bit of a trade-off. And then we place some spruce trapdoors like so to make a nice little stovepipe for our, you know, for our oven here. And then coming in like so. Actually, place this first, but again, place a. Well, in this case, we're going to place a. That's not what I want to do. Oh, I know what I can do. I can just shift click on this and yeah, place upside right stairs like thisly, and then another upside down stair. Yeah, right there. And then place trap doors like this. Actually, let me place another trapdoor on top of that, and there we've got ourselves a nice little chimney for our stove. And it's getting dark, so I'll be back once I get the rest of the roof and stoves finished. Okay, the roof and the chimneys or stovepipes are now done. You can see we got our smoke, you know, coming up from our heating / cooking fires inside. And I know that in real life the Tlingit and Haida and Salish and other Pacific Northwest Coast Native Americans didn't light up their roofs like Christmas trees, but you know what? I have a feeling if they had to contend with mobile kamikaze, explosive kamikaze shrubbery attacking them and possibly, you know, spawning on top of their roof, they'd probably light it up. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, let's work on the interior a bit. Now, what I'm figuring here is in some of the bigger houses, they'd have like, you know, carved dividers. So what I'm using to kind of represent that is these spruce fences, and then adds, you know, some for a little bit of extra support and division here. And then basically this side will be like the sleeping areas, you know, be close to the stove where it's nice and warm at night time, you know, for sleeping. And then this side will be the work areas for the villagers, which is sort of how these plank houses were set up in real life, where they'd have like the sleeping areas and like the working areas off the other side. So anyways, I'm gonna see about putting all this stuff together, and I'll get back to you when it's finally done. Alright, as you can see, we have now got the interior finished, and we've got a couple villagers who've claimed these work sites and the house. So hopefully we can build the village from here, but anyways, I've kind of, this episode's getting long enough as it is, so I think I'm going to end recording here. So, coming from the village of Tlingit, this is DJ Bonebreaker, signing off.